Good morning. It is 7:24. The House has passed its version of a credit card bill of rights. Well, now the Senate is considering one just like it. Here to talk about this, financial expert from Consolidated Credit Counseling Services, Howard Dvorkin. I finally got my spot on the couch to talk to you.
Lucky you. Today is definitely your lucky day.
It is.
You get to talk to the credit nerd.
You know, credit nerds are cool. But I think they're very cool. And, you know, let's talk about this credit card bill of rights. Let's start with the pros here, the good stuff.
The good stuff. Basically, this is great news for consumers, Kristen.
Oh, okay.
Finally, consumers get the chance to have a bill, some legislation in their favor. Basically, if you're late, even one day, now they can the credit card companies can raise your fees and raise your interest to anything they want to. That is a big problem. Right, with this new bill, if you're late, they can only raise your rates, but they have to give you 60 days notice. Right now, the bills show that the credit card companies can do whatever they want. It's the only unilateral contract out there.
Right. Well, what about these fees? Because we got a text last hour about, you know, I never realized those fees in the fine print. Will this Bill of Rights do anything about those fees?
Well, there's a lot of fees going on.
Right.
Well, first of all, the consumer isn't going to be able to go over their limit, which is a huge fee. And that is a big problem out there. Also, late fees, there's going to be caps in the late fees. And right now, we're just waiting for final legislation to come through the Senate.
What's the catch here, Howard? You know, no fees, you know, a lot more leniency, take the pressure, or the power out of their hands.
Not no fees. There will be fees, but at least they won't be the $39, and even I've seen fees as high as $45 a month, which are tremendous. If you're trying to get out of debt, those fees will eat you alive. But more importantly, it's fairness. Okay. There has been no fairness for many, many years. The last significant credit card legislation that was on the books was in 1978. I don't know about you, but I wasn't even in diapers, I think, or out of diapers, I guess.
Okay, well, there's pros and cons on southflorida.com, but I do want to talk about, you know, it's graduation. A lot of high school seniors are moving on to the big bad world, and those student credit cards are there. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. Unfortunately, the students are given credit cards. They're giving credit cards to kids that don't have jobs, and they're hoping that mommy and daddy end up paying for the credit card bills once they start coming in. Unfortunately, these kids get all tangled up, and over time, I've seen children actually pass away and commit suicide because of this credit card bills, and it's terrible stuff. So just stay away from the credit cards. If your kid is going to college, make sure that you spend the time, educate them, go to our website at consolidatedcredit.org, and there's a student credit card course on there. Make sure they take it, and there are a lot of things that the parents can do to protect the kids.
All right, very useful student credit card course. Thank you, Howard. It was so wonderful chatting with you this morning.
Thank you very much.
No problem. We'll see you next week. And, of course, to find out more about the Credit Card Bill of Rights, go to southflorida.com. All you have to do is click on As Seen on the Show.